You got me suicidal, suicidal, take over. There's all these beautiful girls. No one to your daddy, you got me suicidal, suicidal, take over. RG. Turning cap number 2. It is currently number 3. It's October 1st. Let's get right into it. Today we're talking about sabotage. I don't even know how to spell that. Learn spelling. It's funny. Sabotage. Yeah. Self-sabotage. Realization. And lesson. Right? Alright. Going today, I woke up around 5 o'clock for a run, right? Mid-trade, or mid-run, I saw that if you scaled up into the 4 hour, right? You can see we have a 4 hour bullish order block, right? And from this high to this high, we scaled down to 15 minute. And we draw standard deviation, right? From here to here. You can see that the -1 zone was these lows right here that it recently rejected off of. Like these lows right here, if you can tell, these two lows, right? -1 zone. I think I drew it a different way also on the 5 minute. Right here. But never wants to. So I thought I saw back into the what's it called? These two previous session lows that got swept right here, right? Well, not really. So this is London lows, right? This is Asian lows. Asian lows. Actually, no. This was New York lows, and this is PM lows, right? PM lows got swept during London, right? So London got swept, entered this wire bullish block, inversed this 15 and hourly, right? Well, not really inversed the hourly yet, but inversed this 15 gap, right? So I was pretty bearish, waking up at pre-marking / London, right? So first trade right here, if you couldn't tell, I kind of I low-key kind of rushed it, right? So it was small fair value gap right here on the 15 minute, right? Or this is 5 minute. You know, screw it, 5 minute fair value gap, right? There's a 5 minute gap right here. So I woke up around 5:05, started running, mid-run. I realized, like, no, this is when I woke up 5:30 around here, 5:25. I was like, alright, this looks a really good opportunity for longs, because I knew New York wanted to take out approximately, where is it? Drawing tool. All of these relative, like, these low resistance liquidity right here. I knew price wanted to take out these, everything here, and here, which you can see later on. Price ends up, coming up and taking up all these, but pretty much, yeah, I wanted to see price come up to there, so I took it at the first right here. They're saying IRLs, right? And mid trade, I low-key got FOMO, right? It dumped, not FOMO, but it got emotional. It hit this fair value gap, right? Like it started dumping around here. I took out around 20 points, because 27 points. 27 points is usually where I cut it, which is like I can't be really that emotional with my trading, but it just like happened. So I exited early around 20 points in, so I was down $400 on the first sim funded already, right? So we're talking about the self-sabotage that I've done and what I learned from it. Second trade was purely just off FOMO. I was like, okay, it's dumping. I think it's just gonna keep dumping more. I purely just gambled this trade, no confidence, no anything. It hits this 5 minute gap and it just rocks upwards. Like if I held this trade probably would have hit. It was just a drawdown a little bit. I know it was negative RR, but otherwise it's still like a profitable strategy. It works. Second trade. I really FOMO'd this trade, but this trade wasn't that bad of a trade. It was off this inversion on the 5 minute. So I saw this and I was like, okay, yeah, it's react off the 5 minute. I probably expect to go up. Maybe I wait for the inverse. I wait for the inverse, right? Right? It comes up to here. I move my stop around here to get some points, right? And I was like, oh wait, it's coming down here. So I trade basically off emotions. I move my stop break to break even around here. Hits my break even and just like shits me, chops up around there. So yeah, usually I should have been done for the day. It's just like I got emotional. I kept trading as I said, which I learned my lesson. And then I got FOMO. I took longs here, and I kind of targeted a pretty unrealistic amount up to this high, right? Pure gamble, and then pure gamble shorts, and then test the shorts again. Pure gamble, right? And then coming into New York Open, right? Coming into New York Open. So this was pre-market highs right here, 8 o'clock. Pre-market highs. So this was our context right here. This is a classic PO3 model that we have drawn out here, right? So it's chopping up here, right? Chopping up here. It sweets out. It is not pre-market low. It's not some ideal like low or high. So I knew it was gonna. I could have bottom ticked this and took it to pre-market high because I knew it was gonna pump back up. But wasn't. There's no ideal setup. I'm waiting for an inversion for I would have got me a late entry and I would have probably died. But approximately what I did is that after this got swept, I waited for like somewhat of a decent entry, right? I probably would have entered off like around here-ish, right? Which I didn't, which is fine, right? I drew out this rejection block. I was like, alright. And then this fair value gap, I was like, okay, if price comes up to this 0.5 of this fair value gap, right? I enter shorts, right? And it's a 0.5, I fill, right? And I put stops like slightly above the rejection block, right? Taps the rejection block, right? I hit for a clean 2.3R, right? Because I was only targeting $1,000. I don't really need anything more or less. Like $1,000 is just good for a day. That's how much I need for a payout. So now I'm just targeting like what 500 to like $200 days. Nothing too crazy. Just trying to take it slow. And consistency is like just mainly the main rule that I need to follow, right? Test this. I could have targeted this low right here, right? This would have been a good trade also, right? So what's on market 9:30 open, right? 9:30 open right here. 9:30 open low. Okay, taking this, saw this inversion, right? If I was gonna take this, probably would have taken this off this inversion and stuff below this gap right here, and target this high was a trade I probably would have taken. Didn't take it because it's a needle trade, but it's generally just a redemption trade. This like after those trades I showed you, I did build my eval and my sub funded. And I dropped my last $200 and entered this trade in New York. And this would be the manipulation. This would be the distribution. Well, the manipulation would be more up here. And distribution. So not a bad PL3 setup that we had here. But otherwise, you're trading. Okay, we came to talk about sabotage. So I had a talk yesterday about controlling my emotions, right? And it's better to blow the account at the end of the week than it is at the beginning of the week or when you first get, because you always have tomorrow. And I realized, okay, I know what I'm doing was wrong, but I kept pushing for some reason to try to make all my money. And I don't know why I think about that way. Sometimes I always think every day is a winning day. But I really, and the realization for this is that I really, look, are you right now? I really need to learn how to take a loss and realize that you cannot win every day. And having this mindset would definitely make me profitable. And I think this is the mindset I need to have. Like, I need to learn how to take a loss and realize that I cannot win every day, right? And realizing this mindset would probably make me profitable. I think this is what's leading me to overtrade, because I think, okay, yeah, I need to win like right now, right? I need to win this trade. I need to win this. I need to speed up my process to make more money, right? But I think if I take it slow and realize that not every day is gonna be winning day, I think that could lead to my profitability. And that's my lesson. Otherwise, like no, in my recap, I really said it's gonna come down to this 2.5 zone. Like, pull up the video right here. I don't know what the standard deviation is drawn off of. I have to do my assignment, bro. My recap 2 right here. Loss into like 2 if you trade, but after this cons like like to see for the next day. Look right here. If we see right here, I have this order block drawn out. This -2 zone, right? If you can see right here where the order block is drawn out, right? You can see how price comes down to this area where the order block is, right? And then just pumps I think it's at all-time highs right now, honestly. It's at all-time highs. So definitely tomorrow I'll probably be looking for, without a doubt, longs, most likely, right? But yeah, not a bad trading day. Market previous session highs and lows right now. Those, it's not really any highs, but definitely I feel like longs definitely the continuation move for tomorrow. Like, I would enter longs about here, but I don't want to trade right now. Well, I shouldn't, because I'm on a streak of not trading Asian. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today.